Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to give you our top 10 parenting advice. I'm Priscilla and this is my husband, Steven.
We upload our family videos 3 days a week, so make sure you guys hit that red subscribe button so you never miss a video. Okay, so here are our top 10 parenting tips. Most of it's parenting advice. First one is be consistent with bedtime.
Consistency is key with children and learning. Consistency. That's what I've learned.
Routines, that is all very helpful.
Yeah.
And with the bedtime, set a good bedtime. In our house, all electronics turn off at 8 o'clock. Try not to deviate from that bedtime. Because we've noticed with our kids, if we don't have them go into bed at 8 o'clock and they go to bed at like, say, 9, 10 o'clock, especially on a school night, or even if they're just not falling asleep until then, they wake up the next morning not themselves.
Definitely
our kids
not.
wake up in the best mood possible.
Yeah.
And that's because we get them to bed at a certain time every day.
The next thing is don't raise your voice when they're already screaming and throwing a tantrum. It will discourage them, freak them out a little bit more, I feel like.
It's terrifying to a kid.
You screaming back at them, it scares them even more. I don't like screaming at them too much. Yes, I scream at them. I'm not saying I don't scream at them.
All parents scream at them. All parents have that limit where it gets crossed and you feel terrible afterwards.
Yeah.
And it's just something you can avoid.
But like lately I've been getting like eye level with them. Like I would get down on the floor, sit with them and talk to them. It's helped a lot, I've noticed. It's like me towering over them and like saying, you better be good to them. But if you get to eye level with them and communicate and talk, teach them how to express their feelings, it really helps them.
Next one is you need to make sure that you take care of yourself. It can be really, really hard raising tiny humans. It is the hardest thing in the world to do.
It truly is.
It's harder than anything. I'm sorry. I work full time and she's at home with the kids all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm here with her in my 2-month furlough that I'm in. And it's tough. It's harder
really
than my job.
Just take time to yourself. Like even if it's like 5 minutes to watch a video or like something. Because when he used to come home from work, he would take all the kids into the living room for like half hour or so. And it was really nice. It helped me a lot. It's nice to just like decompress yourself for a little bit.
Yeah, but if you do have the time to get yourself ready in the morning, I would definitely do that.
When I don't get ready in the morning, I feel like bleh throughout the day. But like when I get up, go like wash my face or like put a little bit of makeup on or something, it helps you. It makes you feel like more upbeat and stuff.
This will help you be the best that you can be in helping raise your children.
Like if your kids see you do that, it will help teach them self-care also. The next one is to show your kids that you love them. Don't just say, oh, I love you. They'll just say, oh, love you too, Mom. Like they'll just think of it as a word. But if you show them.
Be affectionate with your children.
Yeah, showing affection is, I think, a good key for kids to learn. It teaches them to be nice and sweet and sincere. Like whenever we yell at one of the girls, Chase gets so mad at us because he knows that love and affection is a good thing.
There is no such thing as loving too much.
Yeah.
You cannot spoil your kids by loving them too much. You can spoil your kids by buying material things for them.
Yeah.
And showing you love them that way, but in my opinion, that's not a good way to show them that you love them.
Yeah.
Be affectionate, hug, kiss your children.
I think of it as love can't be bought. If you're just buying them things to show them you love them, that's how they'll think they're supposed to be loved when they don't truly know how to be loved.
Yeah.
I've always saw that like I should treat him how I want my kids to treat their significant other, vice versa. He should, like that kind of thing. I've read that. They're sponges. They literally see everything and anything you do.
By the way, I'm returning everything I bought you just because I love you.
Shut up.
Don't ever be afraid to ask for help when you need it.
That's something I definitely have struggled with, especially like from the beginning. I want to prove to people I can do it myself, but you honestly cannot do it yourself. You need help. You might say you don't need help, but you need help. Trust me.
And a lot of people kind of feel ashamed asking for help with their children. It's hard. It's really hard. To be honest, your parents, your children's grandparents probably know how hard it is, and they will help you if you ask them.
Yeah.
If you want them to even take the kids for the night, they'll take the kids for the night, and you and your significant other will have the night for yourself to do whatever you want to do. Even if it's just to get work done while you're not being bothered or interrupted, so be it. It'll definitely help you in the long run.
The next tip we have is be a good role model to your child. This again goes with me showing Steven like how to be loved and vice versa. I think if you treat people with respect, your child will see that that's the way you treat people. But if you treat people like trash, then that's how your kid's gonna treat people, and that's not good.
You need to treat your children with the same respect as you would treat another adult.
Yeah, or the way you would want people to treat you or your child. Treat people how you want to be treated.
Take your coworker, for example. So you you're the boss and your coworker just did something terrible that he should probably lose his job for, would you yell at them like you would yell at your kids?
Some people would.
I know some people would, but I would never do that. Only because, one, completely horrible to get yelled at in front of people. I've been there. It's not fun.
It's embarrassing.
Very
and
embarrassing.
Just imagine how your kid feels. They probably feel embarrassed too.
Mm-hmm.
Like Madison, our 4-year-old, she's very sensitive, and if you yell at her, like even for like the smallest little thing, she will burst into tears because she's scared and embarrassed.
Make sure you always praise good behavior.
I agree with that one a lot.
It is a lot more effective than punishing the negative behavior.
Agree.
I mean, yes, you should always punish the negative behavior because negative behavior is unacceptable, and you got to let your children know that. Praise them whenever they get an A, bring home a good grade.
Yeah, like you have to tell them when they're being bad, because how are they gonna know that's bad? But like when they're good, you gotta tell them like, you're doing a really good job, I'm so proud of you, so they know that's a good thing.
Yeah, if they're cleaning up after themselves, praise them.
Like something so simple, just say, oh, you're doing such a good job, or just say good job.
Good job.
Like it's so simple to do. Like we always,
it really is.
We always praise them.
It'll encourage them to want to do it more.
Yeah.
They'll be good people if you show them that they can be a good person.
The next one is to spend more time with your kids. Yes, it's super hard. It's good for me because I'm always home with them. But like for him, it's super hard because he's constantly at work. He's at work from before the sun comes up to probably when the sun goes down, and it's so hard to spend time with the kids. But even just 5 minutes, in all honesty, just 5 minutes will make their day.
Just playing a game with them.
Just sit down and like just talk to them, communicate with them, just something. It will just make their day better.
You know, even just like playing a game with them, watching a movie with them, cuddling them while they're falling asleep.
Yeah. One thing I want to work on with our family more often is all of us eating together at the same time. That's one thing that's hard for us to do, but that's one thing I would like to do. It gets like more family connection. Like their school, the first Wednesday of the month is family connect night, and that's like they don't send you home with homework so you can sit there and play a game with the family or just do some family connecting, family bonding.
Yes.
And I think that's really cool. I think every school should do that.
Absolutely.
That's one thing I love about that school.
My next tip is taking your kids out more. It's definitely beneficial to both you and your kids if you go out of the house and do some stuff. Taking your kids to a park, or maybe even taking your kids to a nature trail, are some of the free things that you can do that are probably relatively close to your home.
It gets them out, helps them burn their energy.
Yeah, there's other like low budget things you can always do. You could even take your kids out shopping if you really wanted to, or you might want to not do that.
I know at some malls they have like a little play area, so if it's a rainy day, take them to the little play area. You can even go to a library.
We could take them to a kid's play place. You know, they're not that expensive.
Yeah.
Sky Zone, if you have that near your house. Kids love that stuff.
Or you can even just take them to the movie theater, in all honesty. I know there's some cheap movie theaters that are like $5-7. If you go on a Sunday morning, I think they're pretty cheap then too.
Like Marquee, I think it's called. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong.
The next thing is communication with your significant other. Communication in a relationship is key. To anything and everything, it is key. But not only that, to mainly parenting, because there could be some things that your significant other doesn't like that you do. And how are you supposed to know that? Unless they say something. While you're pregnant, you can even talk about like, do you want to have your kid go in timeout? What age do you want to start timeout? How long do you think you should do timeout? For timeout, we do the method of their age is how many minutes they sit in timeout. So Chase is 6. He would sit in timeout for 6 minutes. Sometimes he would get out early. Sometimes he wouldn't. We would add time to it if they're still misbehaving in timeout. So you just go based off of that. That's what we do mainly for punishment. We don't really do anything else. Like if they're really bad, we would take their iPads away. Sometimes depending if they were good that week, we would reward them with maybe going to McDonald's or something. If they're not good that week, we take that away. We take away sleeping at their cousin's house. We take away sleeping at my mom's house, their grandma.
Another thing is you don't ever want to be arguing or fighting in front of your kids.
Yes.
That's is not a sight that your kid wants to see.
Yeah, that's how I grew up, with everybody arguing around me, and it sucked. It was scary and it sucked. Like
traumatizing again to the kid.
Yeah, it's very traumatizing.
That's one thing you definitely want to avoid.
Not even like just you guys fighting, just fighting with someone in general. Like it stresses them out more than you think. Oh, one thing I've liked that we've done for the kids, this is like kind of off topic. I like that we have like pet. We have a hamster, we have a gerbil, we have a bearded dragon. It teaches them like to take care of an animal. Maddie helps me feed them. I like it. It's nice.
Yeah, it teaches them responsibility and all that. Those are our top 10 parenting tips or advice, if you want to call it. This is our first kind of parenting video.
Yeah.
I know we dabbled in the past, like with potty training and all that, but this is our first like time we really dove into the realm of parenting.
Yeah.
So let us know how we did down in the comments below. Do you
sorry.
love it? Do you hate it? Tell us why. And if you want to see more of this sit-down style parenting video tip, just anything on the topic of parenting.
I'm not even parenting. Like any kind of sit-down video you guys want to see, just let us know in the comments below.
Yeah.
You can let us know at Twitter, Instagram, or on our Facebook page.
We post videos 3 times a week. Usually our sit-down videos will go up Monday. And we have a weight loss journey going on, so that's usually up on Fridays. And Wednesday we kind of just film what we're doing throughout the day. We used to be daily, but now we're only 3 days a week.
Yeah.
So we usually we film whatever's going on in our lives. So if that interests you, please hit that red subscribe button down below. Throw this video a like.
Throw it a like.
And we'll see you guys in the next video.
Thank you guys for watching. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.